Hello YouTube, welcome to another cool time with Blast. Today we'll be doing VulnNet. It's a medium difficulty room. I haven't done this yet, so we're going to work through this together and see how fast we can actually get this done. So this is the IP address loaded, just started the server, and we'll go run an Nmap scan against this IP. But before that, I'd love to maybe write the host into the host file so I can quickly look for use the domain name rather than the IP address, which is easy for me to remember. So to do that quickly, I'm going to write into my host file with that IP address. So I'm going to echo, just passing that IP address. I see I have a command like that there. But the IP address is 10.10.210.179. So it's pretty much easier for me to remember the hosts, the domain name when I'm doing when I'll be doing what I want to do. For instance, if I'm going to run an Nmap scan against this Nmap, you see I already have the domain name there, and I can just run the scan against it because my host file can resolve the domain to the IP. Then also, if I'm going to visit the website, let me just type the HTTP VulnNet, the THM. I can browse to the site which looks like this. Let's start, begin to do an analysis while Nmap scan is running. I'm going to view page source, look around. These are CSS, loading the CSS styling. Anything interesting? Loading an image file. Oh, there goes some JavaScript. Interesting. Let's try the scripts and see what they look like if it loads in my browser. I'm just going to pass this here. Hey, that looks cool. All right, so who cares about that? It's loading my script, right? Let me copy. It's loading the script. Sorry. Let me copy this one and see. Maybe if it's loading our scripts, we may do some link extraction here. I've got a GitHub repo which I'm going to quickly clone to use. Nmap is done. Port 22, port 80, so we're interacting with port 80. We can quickly see what is there, but we have SSH access. Somewhere within the line, we might need to SSH into the box. That's enough for me. We have Nmap. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to try and see if we can, maybe since we find those JavaScript file, if we can probably do a link finder. There's a GitHub repo which I'm going to clone. Just going to go back in this, then go to google.com. I think it's called a link finder. Let me see if I can clone this GitHub repo and use it to extract links from the website. It works on any website anyway. So I'm going to copy that. I'll come in here, git clone, paste this over here. I'll quickly clone that repo. Then I'm going to run the cd into what's the name? Git. Just check the name. Link finder. I clear the screen. I don't need the Nmap anymore. In here, I've got the link finder.py, so I'm going to use Python 3. I've actually got a command there. I was playing around with it on my website. All right, so maybe it would be cool to showcase that stuff. You can see I've got a couple of links to my CV. If you haven't checked my websites, you can go check us out here, but I'm not saying you should go and start attacking me. Okay, well, I've got AWS, a couple of implementation to help me manage all that stuff, but do not try to DDoS me. So let's run this against the targets. I'm just going to go up. In this case, I'm running this against the target. Our target is VulnNet.thm, I think. Let's see if we can extract quickly looking around, you can see those JavaScript file. There's a login. I think we can access that from the page which is loaded. But I'm pretty much interested in this. Look at that. So this is an injection point. I'm going to copy this. I can see there is this broadcasting, so maybe I need to also write this to my host file. I'm going to copy this selection, then use that echo command, but this time around I'm going to write that broadcasting. I'm going to paste this. I paste this. Okay, just writing this into the host file. Alright, that's great. So I'm going to go do some injection using that link which I found. See if I can do the legacy. I know it's Apache, legacy Apache thing. If it's going to work here, I won't use the browser. I'll use curl to do this. So I'm going to pass. I have the command already there. I'm trying to see if first I will try to see if I can dump the etc password. And I'm able to dump it pretty much. To do a little bit of enumeration to find out there's a root account and it's activated, so we may be able to root into this box. All these other ones are no login except for let's see if there's any other unique one. There's this one, but I'm saying no login, but we'll try and see if we can actually access that. Any other one? There's nobody. Interesting. Data. Okay, enough with that messing around. Oh yeah, so this isn't, but this is. So look at that. It pretty much look alike. I didn't see that anyways. So since I know this is there, I'm going to repeat the same thing, but this time around I'm going to go not after the password. I'll see if I can, since I can read the password, if I can use the same technique. I know this is Apache, and I know there is usually the default config file. I've done some enumeration on my box, and I can find that in the etc Apache 2. Since I know it's Ubuntu as server, so my main host is Ubuntu. So there is this site enabled, and in this there's nothing here for you to find anyways. So we can see there is the default 000 default config file there, which is what I'll try to go after from here. So I'm going to remove that. It's an etc Apache 2. I think it should be in I think there should be the Apache 2 site enabled. Then yeah, great. Let me read this file. In this file we can see there's a restricted content here as the name. Probably it's been hidden, but it gives me a hint that I can find stuff in here. The server admin is this actually, so we'll be doing some maybe SSH into this guy's account later. We can copy this path and go try use our legacy call again to do this, but this time around we'll go against etc. I think we'll find that in the exact location which we had pointed out there, which is etc. Then we have the Apache 2. Then I'm just going to clean everything. Okay, I also clean this one up. Paste this in there. Then see if I can read the contents. And obviously we find this hash thing happening there. So I'm just going to extract this hash for the user developers. Let me nano hashes and paste this in here. Write this file out. Exit this. I think I'm going to use John to try to attempt to crack this and if it's going to work. I have the command already there, but I'm using hashes. I was actually playing around this before I started recording. So let me see if I can crack this. I'm sure it's already stored in John because I already cracked this before. So as you can see, we've already cracked this hash before, so I'm just using the show to display the hash which has been cracked before. Let's try to see if we can maybe gain a reverse shell using these credentials which you have by authenticating into the server as developers. So I'm going to use, I know it's PHP, I'm going to use a reverse shell from Pentest Monkey, which is going to be here. I'm just going to go to PHP Pentest Monkey. That's the reverse shell. I'm going to quickly copy this and just create a file, nano shell.php. Paste this in here. The generator already included my IP, so I don't need to do anything there. And to use this as an exploit, I'm still going to run the call against this. This time around, I will pass in specific flag. As you can see, it's already preloaded there. But I'm just going to change the it's shell.php this time around, not reverse shell. All this the right name. Then we can see the password matches up with what we had found from John. So I'm going to run this. It's not able to resolve vuln. Okay, I think I may have made okay, no, my bad. I should have used the rights. I think I was using the broadcast. I'm not sure why that didn't load in there. I'm going to try that again and see. I'm not sure why it didn't load. It's telling me resolve the host broadcast vulnnet.thm. So let me go see if I had written that into my host file specifically. Cats. Let's see. Remember, we found that broadcast thing, so I need to remove this HTTP thing there, or I need to add it into there. So I'm just going to remove the HTTP, so I don't have to. Sorry. I'm just going to remove the HTTP from it, although I could pass it in there as well, but I just want to do it here. Okay, that's pretty much fine. Write this out, exit this, go back to the other terminal and run this again. So I'm running this again. You can see I'm successfully able to upload this reverse shell using this basic curl. And once again, I could do this using burp suits, but just showcasing a different technique. I've done a couple of videos using burp suits, so there's no harm in showcasing how curl can be used to do most of these things. So we're going to go fire up the shell, but before that, let's start up on Netcat Listener. I think I want to try using what's it called again? Poncats. Let me see if I can use Poncats to grab myself a reverse shell. I haven't showcased this before. I want to see if I can use the elevation shell elevation technique in this, if it's going to work for this stuff. So we will browse to that particular, the HTTPS link of that. What is it? I'm just going to look for it and copy it. So give me a second over there. Yeah, this is it. So I'll go into the thm.files, which is where I should have the files, or I could go directly to the fixed path. So let me see. I will log in as developers. Then the password, I'm just going to come here and copy that password. Go back to my browser and paste this in here. So let's see if we can sign in. We can sign in. It should be in photos, and we should have this in 2022, pretty much recent. I'm just going to go down that path. This should be a reverse shell because it had mentioned that it's saved as this is extension PHP. So let's get this is listening. Let's see if we can click this. If we can, okay, Poncats seem to have received something. So let's see if we can use Poncats to do a little bit of trick here, if it's going to work for us. If it doesn't, then I'll have to fall back to Netcat anyways. Okay, Poncats gave us a shell. So let's try and run sessions. This should list the sessions available to us. Okay, we can see that. I think I can do sessions 0 just to select the target session. Then I can probably run, if this will run enumerate user for me. Okay, just to look around what we have in here, we can see there's routes, which should be what we want to go after anyways. But let's see if we can, there's a particular elevate privilege stuff here. I think it's elevates, I'm not sure what it is. That elevator escalates, is it? Yeah, escalates lists. Let's see if it finds any. Although we've seen user being owned by root, will we find something that we can use to elevate privilege? We're just going to wait for that to finish up. If it does, we can just cheat the system here. But if it doesn't, we will have to go back to, oh, too bad, too bad. Okay, nothing was found. But let's try. There's no harm in trying. Escalate. I think we can use the command. It's called escalate run -u roots. Let's see if we can escalate to roots. Then we're going to just pass the recursive flag. Obviously it's not going to work, so I'm going to exit this. Probably just want to showcase that stuff, clear the screen, and netcats should help us do the magic. So I'm going to go back and trigger this thing again, just by refreshing this page. Who cares? Okay, so we got ourselves a shell, Python, the regular Python 3.c. Let's go do imports, pty. Oh man, my fingers. Spawn. Then we're going to spawn, put in, oh man, what have I done? Too bad. Oh, damn it. Okay, oh, my language, I'm sorry. I hate it when I do that anyways. I'm sorry about my bad language. And sometimes my keyboard just sucks. Okay, Python 3.c imports pty.spawn. Let's start it being bash shell, better stable shell, nash bash. All right, wrap this up and run this command. Export, I think we do term to be xterm. I think I'm going to just leave it chill at this point. Clear the screen so I can clear my screen. Then we can start looking around to see what we can find. So let me see. Currently, I see there's home. Let me go into home. What is in there? Server management. Can we get into that? Bang, bang, bang. Permission denied. So the next race will be off to elevating privilege, because obviously we can't get even the user flag into this stuff. So, but I can see there is a. Let me check in the var. There might be some useful stuff there. Server management only. So where can we find something interesting within the server? Let's see. Can I just? I'm still in home. Can I go back? Okay. Can I go into var? There is a backup there. Usually they might leave some cool stuff there. Obviously, I suspected. Password shadow. Cool. I want to grab shadow. Grab shadow file if we're able to. Let's see the privilege set on this thing. Yeah, I see all roots. Oh. Okay, server management is only able to copy XSH because that's the. Damn, why not roots? Why not shadow file? Okay, so let's clear this thing and let's quickly copy. We'll copy var from var backups. Then we'll take that file SSH. I think it was called SSH backup. I'm not sure. Usually tar.gz extension. Then we'll send that to maybe temp. Let's quickly go into temp and see what we have there. Okay, I'm going to tar xzvf, maybe that will do the magic. SSH backup .tar.gz. See if I can extract this thing, and it worked like charm. So I can cut the content of ID RSA. Oh no, man, cat ID RSA. I need a better keyboard, so I'm going to quickly copy this bad boy. Maybe go do some analysis. I can see it's locked with a password, encrypted. So can we do what's it called again? Is it John? Is it John to SSH to John? Nano ID RSA. My bad. I'm just gonna do it here. Don't mind me. ch code 600 on this file. Clear the screen. Then I think it should be John to SSH. What's it called? SSH to John. I'm not sure if I have it to SSH to John. It's not installed in this box. It might be in the user share. Let me check. Okay, that is. I'm passing this. I'm writing the file out to hash1. So if I can list the content, I can see there's hash1. I can cut hash1. Oh man, my bad. Who cares? So I've been able to write that content out. Now let me try and see if I can crack that hash. I'm going to use John from that thing. Okay, I'm going to pass this out as hash1. And as usual, I've cracked that thing before, so it's not going to crack it again. I'm just going to go show the password. Okay, that's the password. I'm going to take this and initiate an SSH session quickly. So I'm going to copy this password just because I'm too lazy to type it. SSH using the IDRSA file as the server management for that domain. Then that's okay, I'll paste this in here, see if that's the charm. And great, we got ourselves into the box. So list the contents. This is a much stable shell. I can cut the user, the text, quickly grab this bad boy and go make ourselves happy in the submission panel. Let's see, that should be the first submission. And, we should be smiling at it. Okay, good. Let's proceed with this. Now we have overcome the first challenge. Next challenge will be to elevate privilege. So what could be the possible I usually check this first, but I see it requesting for a password, so this will not work here for me. I'm just going to get out of this thing. Thank you. Excellent. So I don't want to close the shell and open it again. So I'm going to look around, see if I can find anything useful. Where could be the possible place where I can find stuff? Let me go into var again, see what I have in var here. Backups, is there any useful thing in there? This is the same place where we had been, and I'm not sure we have permission to do this again because we only saw server management. I'm going to go one step back and drop into opt directory. Oh great, that's the file. Okay, so there's this executable thing in there. It seems like it's a script. Oh, everybody loves scripts, so which means we can put in stuff in here, and I'm sure if I check the permissions on this, it's being run by roots, so we can put in stuff in there and wait for roots to run it. Then we should grab ourselves basically what we want. So quickly we're going to just get this thing done to save some time. So the first thing we'll do is I think I need to verify where this thing is running from. So okay, great, that's where I want to go into. Copy that thing, clear the screen, and I'm going to paste this thing in here. Go in here, then I'm going to echo. I've got the commands written somewhere, so I'm not going to save myself the headache or hassle. I'm just going to copy it. I need to save time. I don't want this video going too longer than expected. So because I've actually run this before, so all I need to do was to write using this reverse shell right into this and put my IP address here from the cheat sheet, 10.9.27, I think the 30, that should be me, and I'll call back on 9002, write this into the backup file. That should be fine. Then I just write a few things for the checkpoint action to execute this thing and also the checkpoint value, and then we should be good to go. So I'm copying this from my cheat sheet, paste this in here, then also copy the checkpoint value and paste this in here. Okay, great. I think we got this whole thing set up now. I'm going to go in here and NC tag NLVP 9002. We should get a callback if all things work pretty smooth. If we do get a callback, we should have that as a root shell. I didn't check when that job is set to run. Best practice you should check anyways. But I'm just going to wait for it. When it runs, I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so just to showcase what I've done, you can see we have the root shell. I'm going to go back and show you stuff. I made a bit of mistake here. So I decided to use the netcat MK4 particular reverse shell type. So the same thing, echoing that into there, and the checkpoint exec as well as the checkpoint value. Then we're using 9003 now, and listening for the reverse connection. You can see we have the root shell ID over here. We are roots. I can go into roots, which I think there should be the flag there, roots.text, and that should be the end game. Well, a quick talk before I wrap this up. Basically, we can clearly see how we were able to exploit misconfiguration on the server, which we had discovered from the whole start of this stuff, and we were able to use that injection point to be able to inject a payload, then listen for callback, activated the payload, which could be stopped if a proper configuration had been done on the PHP file, config file to start with, or maybe they've not revealed those secrets in there for developer and the hash, or probably they had not left a link with an injection point available for us to use. Or better still, even maybe a better SSH security has been implemented that would have helped prevent me from doing all this stuff. So as good practice, it's always good to check what you've configured. If it's public facing, ensure that you are correctly securing that assets. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next recording. Bye.